we're so segregated between parties, whether black, white, fucking grey, pink, green, fucking transvestite, fucking this, that and other, that you just can't realise that the humans just wanting to live the way that they want to live. Now don't get me wrong, I have theories with the transvestites and everything. You know, I don't think you should get rid of your reproductive organs, but I believe if you want to dress however you want, then it's within your free rights to do that. It's part of your free will to do that. And we got people, like, you're not fighting for laws or anything with the gayness and that crap. What you're fighting for is acceptance. That's what you're fighting for. You want the world to accept you for you. Well, don't get me wrong, before Christianity actually came along into the world, your gayness and lesbian would have been accepted, but the Christianity faith actually destroyed all that. So there's multiple things. And also the fact that we've got Elon Musk, right? We've got one guy spending all his money for his bread to put on food on the table. For everybody in the world, for this human race, we've got one guy pushing for humanity's survival. But yet your governments don't care. They're quite happy just to sit and eat the money and the food that you give them for doing fuck all. You not realise that the worst virus in the world is your politicians and your government. It's the people that need to come together and learn to stand against this. Because this is just terrorism, mate, in its own country. And trust me, you'll be surprised on how many countries release biological warfare on its own citizens to preempt, right, war, and preempt, yeah? COVID would have just been a preempt of China going to war. That's what it would have been, because China was the first place of the COVID being found upon. It was found upon in bats in the cave in World War II. But Britain preempt against swine flu, and we had a cure for swine flu, but yet we didn't have one for the COVID, even though we found it back in World War II. Because that makes no sense. Right, the world is that retarded that I can tell you many simple things of how stupid we are as a human race. Right, the fact that it took millions and millions and millions of kids to die before they thought about sticking a hole on the pencil that the hole on the pen that every area that you chew, yeah. But we had straws for ages. Why couldn't we just took the from that if there was a little hole and that object was to get lodged in your throat, you would still be able to have enough oxygen to be able to breathe until the object can be removed surgically or just natural means in process, right? And that's it. And you know, instantly as soon as I go on to talk about this, that nobody wants to listen. You are all arrogant bastards that are literally the reason why this world is going to die, right? And the fact is I love the fact when I get to listen to fucking Mongols out there that turns round and say, it's really confused listening to myself, and love the fact that, oh, I only care about me and my family, but your family lives on this earth with us. They coincide on this earth with us. We're terrestrial beings. We're earthbound. We ain't extraterrestrial. We ain't going anywhere anytime soon, I can tell you that, right? But you got one man pushing, and the rest of the human beings out there are so fucking stupid and naive and arrogant, right? I get took as an arrogant bastard because of the way I say things, right? But I'm not ignorant, right? I listen. I'm able to retain information. I'm able to bring in more information, and I'm able to listen to everyone else's point of views. And I'm going to tell you, your point of views are wrong. We idolize over stupidity. People making silly noises on streams. These are people that you look up to as a god. If you look up to summit, you look to the skies, right? That's a god. You really idolize stupidity over intelligence all the time, and I don't even get how you can do that. I don't find someone doing a stupid thing funny. It's just stupid, right? I don't find people doing pranks funny. You're just a fucking idiot that's assaulting people and call it a prank and think you can get away with it. Right? It's not how it works at all. It's still assault. Right? Whether you call it a prank or not, if you was to lay hands on me or to do something I didn't like, I would get you done for a fucking assault on that prank. Failing that, I didn't black out and kick the shit out of you, or I ended up being restrained. Yeah? Stupidity. And this is what you people idolise. Stupidity. You idolise spoiled fucking brats that play football. Don't get me wrong, I'm better than most of the people that play football. I can skateboard, mate. Instantly tell you that I'm better than most of the footballers probably out there. I can kick a ball into a net. It's not rocket science. I learnt to kick a ball at the age of 2-year-old. You know how long it took me to learn to ride a skateboard? It actually took me until I was 7-year-old to efficiently ride a skateboard properly. Right? That took a lot more time and a lot more intelligence and a lot more dedication to learn that sport than it did to kick a football. Like literally, I picked it up as soon as I came out of the womb, mate. I was walking within 6 months. So if a ball were chucked in front of me, I probably knew how to kick the cunt. Right? And we idolise, like, we still work off of basic instincts. The fact that I can tell you that sex appeal sells in this world is ridiculous. Say that we're supposed to be an intelligent race that does not work off its basic instincts anymore. We're able to adapt and evolve around it. The fact that we have routine dinner times would show that we are not just eating when we're hungry, like we really should do. There's a lot to be changed within this world, and the problem is it actually comes down to the people in this world to come together and change it. Because if not, you just show everybody that you're happy in this way, that you're happy to be segregated and absolutely have no stability within your life to be able to provide for your kids, to constantly be living on the edge of the cliff, whether that you can actually afford to feed your kids, or you may as well just push them all off the edge with you. Right? The fact that the world has no stability is just ridiculous. For an intelligent race that we are, we should have been able to provide stability, home and warmth and renewable energy by now. But because your government wants to burn the fossil fuels out, right, to make the little bit of money that he's got left that he can make off it, instead of expanding to changing our ways to perform a better solution than the one we've got. Right? There is multiple things that is needed to be done. Right? Your kids learn by examples, and we're setting bad uns in front of them. We got fucking rappers singing about selling drugs, popping drugs, drinking alcohol and fucking bitches 24/7. Right? And these are just shitty little mumble rappers. You know, go buy Gucci because it makes you cool, because I said so in my song. You know, and then you got the guy that brings out, well, you're such a fucking hoe, I love it. You're a nonce, mate. You're an absolute nonce. I wouldn't buy to see your ticket. I wouldn't do anything. Right? And to be honest, I wouldn't even buy anything from McDonald's if it wasn't the fact that my friend's daughter loves McDonald's, due to the fact of the disgrace of them kicking a homeless person out. What's the point of having a 99p menu if it's not targetographed towards people that can't afford food, which would be your homeless people, right? That is what your 99p burger is for. But yet McDonald's was quite happily to chuck a starving homeless man out because he smelt, instead of just, you know what I mean, providing. We can provide all this. It's all around us. I didn't build this house that I'm in. My predecessors did that. The generation before me, and actually the generation before that, built this flat. Right? After we stripped the whole entire land of Oak Tree to literally get the coal that is underneath the ground. And how we actually do that now, which is actually a more efficient way of what Britain does than most people do, is we actually dig the whole land up to get to the coal, and then we refill it in. You know, and just by proof, mate, that this world is stupid, is the fact that you can't even deal with the level of intelligence that I've got. No, I can't read, I can't spell, I really do struggle with that. And I literally say that I'm more intelligent than everybody I interact with. The fact that most people that I interact with do have the ability to read, do have the ability to spell, and that they are thick as shit, really scares me. It really does. And like I says, mate, we've got one man spending all his bread to save humanity. Yeah? One man. Tell you what, Elon Musk, I'll work for you for nothing, bro. As long as you can provide me food and a shelter over my head, I don't need it else. Oh, and some entertainment system for when I get bored and I have downtime. Which is very easy, I'll bring my PS4 and my TV with me. But you see, I'm only asking for basic things off this guy. A food and roof and an entertainment system. They are 3 things that I need, and I would like a companionship with a dog. But if I go to Mars, I won't say taking a dog to Mars would be the suitablest idea, due to the fact of the lack of oxygen, the lack of freedom, and there'll be an extra mouth to feed when we've got more things to prioritize on, like e.g. one, we really need to get fish life across the Mars. The reason why, if we get fish life to Mars, is its brilliant nutrients that they deliver through their ship. To be honest, unfortunately, we would be better off taking guppies because they breed like wano. Oh no, now she decides to ring. Literally, the level of stupidity, mate, in this goddamn world. I was trying to tell my mum about a situation that if we didn't have money in the goddamn world, yeah, I just went on a fucking dicky fit. I suffer with Asperger's. My bad. I'm sorry that I was born with a fucking problem that I can't do out with. The fact that I'm not smoking cannabis anymore. But the fact is, this is me. This is full me. This is 100% goddamn fucking me. Right? You are all fucking retarded. Due to the fact that we will let animals suffer due to the fact of a piece of paper. We will let our own kind suffer because they don't have fucking money. You are a goddamn shameful fucking society. Like, literally. I was like trying to explain to my mum, oh yeah, well, I can't pour £4 at me. That's not what I'm saying though, am I? I was saying if there was no money. The fact is that what I was saying is that the medication's there, the treatment's there, the treatment was able to be done. But because you didn't have the money, you got turned away. If there was no money in the situation, you wouldn't get turned away, the treatment could have been done, and the dog could have lived a happier life. Right? But because I go against everything that you've been taught at school, your mind cannot perceive this. You will literally navigate away from it. Right? Because you're thick as fuck. You really are. Like, you literally are stupid. Humanity, you are the reason why I don't want to live in this world. I am embarrassed to call myself a part of this human race. Embarrassed. If aliens come down here, down to Earth, and said, are you part of the human race? You know what I'd say? No. And fuck all to do with this race. Because you embarrass me. And I get people looking down on me because I smoke cannabis for medicinal uses, so that my mind doesn't run like this 24/7. That I have to constantly see the world for what it's going to be. And like a retard, I brought a kid into this world that gets to watch it fucking die. Literally. Due to the people that we as the people elected to be in power. Wow, look at that. Look at that. When we've got no reason to have people elected in power, we've got no reason for other countries to suffer with conflict because it's not your land. This earth was not put here for us selfish fucking humans. This earth was put here for all life to take its form. Alright? And due to our selfishness, animals are suffering on this planet because of us. Right? And I could deal with the factor if the fact that I didn't know that we have explored millions and millions of different galaxies and we have found no actual form of life elsewhere other than bacteria, if you want to call that life, but yeah, whatever. Right, bacteria is found everywhere, so technically, I mean, the solar system's actually fucking populated with life, isn't it? Because there's bacteria in the deep void. You know, the black space. There will also be bacteria inside a black hole, would you believe it or not? But don't tell the government that, they ain't figured that out yet. Although there is bacteria in black holes. Don't tell the government that, because they don't know that yet. They'll let them find out on their own fucking intuition, thick bastards. Right? You know, due to the fact that Mars, the moon, has dust that is like razor blades. Yeah, like razor blades, would you believe it? Due to all the impacts that it takes to protect our little sorry asses from each and every asteroid that leaves a scorch. Yeah. Yeah. Madness. Alright? And due to the fact that we idolise literally stupidity. Oh, wow! Look at that. Oh, 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, there's pretty much what you do. Like, it's fucking retards. Like, oh, watch this, you ready to go? Oh, blah, yeah, oh, I missed. Oh, I'll have to try again. Oh, blah, 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 I missed. Oh. You know, just spin around and then boom, missed again. Oh wow, look at that! Oh, it's amazing! I got a headshot. Oh, that's so good. And that's pretty much what I see stupid twats like. This is because I'm smoking. Alright. And I don't get how you can be so contradictory with yourself, like, oh, well, I only really care about my family. When, like, your family lives on this earth. If this earth dies, your family dies. Do you not get that, you thick bastard? And never mind that your family dies, that the whole human race is wiped out as well with that. And I'm actually supposed to try and deal with this level of intellect. And I can't, I really can't. It really pushes me away from all my friends. It really pushes me away from all my family. But yet they try and talk down to me. They literally, I just literally had my mother on the phone talking down to me if I was a child when she couldn't even perceive the level of my intelligence if I fucking wrote it down on a picture book for her. Because I can't. I can't read or spell, so it would have to be a picture book. You know. And that's what does my head in. I literally physically can't deal with it. And I don't want to live on this world with this stupidity. The fact where I segregate myself all the time because I'm surrounded by fucking idiots that look at me like I'm an idiot. And they generally do. And I'm on about actual practical things in life that humans need to be concerned about. Not your own fucking selfish desires. Alright? I have selfish desires. You know what mine is? Spending time with my dog. Because he hasn't got long on this earth, and thank fuck for that, because I can die with him. But, you know, that's mainly because I want to die, not because I want him to die. As long as he's here, I'm here. As soon as he goes, mate, fuck this world, fuck your stupidity, I'm done. And the stupidity goes off in games and all. Like the fact that people don't even listen. Tunnel vision shit. Right, it's annoying. But the thing is when you're in a team game, I do kind of work as a team. It's pretty much how I do it. Alright. But I really can't deal with this world. And due to the fact that no one ever listens, no one ever pays attention, it goes to show that you're happy with this world to me. That's what that says. You're happy with this shithole of a state of a world. Right? It doesn't mean I have to be happy with it, and nor does it mean I have to participate in it. Right? It is my life, it is my choice, and it is my decision. Unfortunately, the human race doesn't want to evolve to the intelligent race. It wants to remain stupid. So leave it to remain stupid. It doesn't mean I have to participate in it. At all. And then the worst thing about it is most people actually think I do this for attention. I really don't. This is generally me. Alright? I'm not looking for attention. I don't want any attention. I just want you to smarten up and wise up and start changing. That's it. You know? You want a car but you sat there complaining about global warming. Do you know what helps contribute towards global warming? Hey, do you actually know? Like, no, you don't. You don't. You just sit there and whinge like a fucking bitch, mate. You did no research whatsoever. Matter of fact, to be honest, the level of stupidity in this world, actually every single drug you took is just something that you've heard. Oh, coke's good, mate. Get you a right buzz. Did you do any research on it before you did it? Because that's what a smart person would do. A dumb person would just take it. Oh, well, I wanted to fit in. Well, don't fit in. Be you. And the problem is, Because I will never fit in this world with anyone. Unless I can make friends with Elon Musk. But he might look at me like an idiot, or he might see my views of the way of the world and actually run with it. But I don't know. The chance of me ever seeing Elon Musk when I live in Britain, 0. Due to the fact of my job application and everything that I've not got, 0. You know, due to the fact of him ever being able to wear this, 0. The percentages are low. I already know that. Right? And I will tell you something now. When Elon Musk actually succeeds and he puts a colony on Mars, that colony will begin to hate and reject the Earth. It won't want out to do with us. A full reason why. I will tell you a reason why. I would not want to give any of my riches, any of my resources to a planet that doesn't fucking deserve it. We are ungrateful. We have been given a goddamn planet that happens to be in the Goldilocks zone. It is not too warm. It is not too cold. We've also been blessed that the sun is not giving us radiation burning 24/7, that our 3 layers of atmosphere actually protects us from the radiation that the sun gives out. Also, the fact that the moon is in a brilliant alignment with the sun to reflect the sunlight onto the earth when the sun is not on the opposite side, to prevent it from going in a deep freeze. Never mind that the moon actually protects us from 1 billion asteroids on a daily basis. Right. And I'm going to tell you the whole conspiracy on why we are not going back to the moon. We crashed a satellite into the moon to find out that the moon is hollow. The only reason to go to the moon would be to actually dig into the hollow ground and to be built a base on the inside, not the outside, because the outside's a stupid idea. Right? But due to that factor, we would have to go underground. Because, you know, the asteroids and da-da-da. Doesn't sound a good idea being on the open, really, does it? Alright, but due to that, nothing's ever happening. Nothing's ever going to change. You know, in this world, so far I've noticed, we complain about the education towards our children. Right? We complain about the lack of medical care we've got. Right? We also complain about many other things. Right? Who sorts all that funding out, dickheads? Who takes your money from you and decides where we should prioritise that money? Who does that? Do I have to fucking spell it out for you? Because I don't know how to spell government. So you're just going to have to deal with a word. But yet, you point your anger towards areas that can't do well. They're doing the best they can with the funding they got. Right? How do you expect them to do any more? Yeah? You got teachers that literally went into school to teach your spoiled brats. Right? And yet, it's all their fault that they're shit. Hey. It's all their fault that they can't read and spell. I'll tell you whose fault that is, mate, and I'll tell you from my experience of why I can't read and spell. I'll tell you right now. Right? Number one, my dad constantly called me a thick shit, and all the time. Constantly put me down towards an object. So then I didn't want to do that no more. That's why I don't want to read, and that's why I don't want to spell. Because I've still got my dad criticising me through it. Right? And my mum, well, she was never around to help. So, you know, she was never around. As far as I can see, I'm a derelict, mate. Abandoned by my owners. And that's the thing with the world. And no one's bothered about changing. Nobody. It's probably why Elon Musk is fucking off to Mars, mate. This man's giving his own bread up, his own wages. Probably going to put himself in huge debt and everything, unless he can figure out some way to constantly keep bringing in money for his projects. Now luckily he's got wise investments to do all this. But the thing is if there was no money involved, he wouldn't need to waste his time on creating money to secure the human race's future. Right? And unfortunately, I have many problems with this stupid ass race that causes many different conflicts towards on areas. Because if we are the only intelligent race and we're the only thing with a brain and the concept of time out there, and there's more animals out there that possibly need looking after or aid, we're able to give that. Right? As far as I can see, there is no gods. The gods in this world, unfortunately, humans. We are the ones that can provide medical care. We are the ones that can choose to take a life. You know, we do all that. There's no God that comes down and goes, oh, better put that dog down there. Die. Because otherwise, God would have took my life a long time ago. But I pray every goddamn day for this motherfucker to end my life. No joke. Although I don't anymore. I've actually asked God to hold off until my dog passes on. And like literally, I really don't get it. You're so provided, you're so towards, well, you like to say it's beauty and fashion, but to be honest, mate, I don't really care. It doesn't matter how much you dress a piece of shit up, you're still a piece of shit, okay? It really doesn't matter. Right, at all. Right, and as far as I'm concerned, mate, my mother can go fuck herself, because I'm sick and tired of fucking making effort with this bitch that can't make any effort goddamn back. So, unfortunately, I do owe my mum money, because I have to borrow some. So, I gotta give her her money back, anyway. And then I owe no one else money. I'm all good. Mainly, the reason why I had to borrow money off my mum is because the council told me if I could not afford council tax that they was going to either enforce. I've also told the council if they are to come and take my property, they better be prepared for open combat, because if you want to invade my land, I will fight for it to the death. So you better make sure you have an officer with a gun to be ready to pull that trigger. Right? But I really cannot live with the level of stupidity in this world. I don't want to see it anymore. I can't do anything to change it. I have tried. I can't even change anybody's point of view. They actually believe that this world is fine. Right, and you know, if it's fine, you fucking live in it, why I get to rest in fucking peace. Right, because I don't want to be part of it. Nobody else listens to me. This is my therapy, actually. Coming on YouTube and ranting and raving and throwing out all my problems towards this fucking world. Right, this is my therapy. You know why? Because I've got no friends that want to listen. I've got no friends that can actually give me any advice towards the problems that I conceive, other than, oh, it's just the way it is. Oh, well, enjoy your life and just worry about your family. Well, I am. I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about my great-great-great-great-grandson. The reason why I don't want to get in a relationship with a woman is because I don't want to bring another kid in this world suffering. And nor do I want to waste my time on a bitch that thinks she can do better than me all the time. All because of fucking 20p. Like, no joke, bro. Like, there is women out there that will quite happily lose the love of their life because the fella that they're with now has got an extra 20p. You fucking prostitutes. Actually, you're worse than a prostitute. This prostitute's honest about it. You know, she just wants you for your money. But like my ex, mate, as far as I'm concerned, she's with a fucking nonce. He's shagging someone younger than his daughter. Pedo. Fucking pedo. I have no problem in saying to his face. I probably already have done. I hope I have. If not, then hopefully he gets to hear this. That's it, mate. And in my idea, mate, you're a fucking nonce, mate, if you go out with anybody that's 5 years but younger than you. You're at complete different mindsets. In different areas of your life. It just doesn't work. And the new craze of watching people watch people on TikTok. The fuck is that about? It's not even funny. It's just stupid. I don't even get how it's getting any attention or clap. Because I mean, literally, I just look at it and think, wow, is this what the world's come to? Stupid fucking challenges that you do in your daily life, mate. Fucking goddamn stupid. The level of idiocy in this world, mate, is just ridiculous. And no one's bothered. No one actually cares, mate. I can tell you that now. Because, in hindsight, if people actually cared, I would have more of a view rate on here. Because most people would be wondering, why are we in this stupid world? What reasons why? Oh, the fact that you're all that stupid, right? And you don't know how to question. Right? And I'm going to tell you why we're stupid. I'm going to tell you why. Because we let things suffer due to the fact of money. Something that mankind created. And you know the worst bit about it is like, oh, well, you can't change it. Alright. So why ain't blacks slaves anymore? And why ain't women just in the kitchen? Because that's the way it was back then. And humanity changed that. So history would go to show that humanity can evolve and change. The fact is, you're just not willing to. It's simple as that. And there's no racism there whatsoever. Right, before you even think, my name's Ben King. I am a white British person. The last time I checked on my family history, there is a black line, right? Because, you know, if you look in history, mate, there's only black people with King in the name. As far as I'm aware. You got Benny King, you got Martin Luther King. I don't really hear any much of white people being king. Probably explain why I got a big penis. I don't use it anymore, it's pointless, but... And I really don't know what to do anymore. I really don't. I can tell you I don't want to live in this world. And I tell you I don't want to be part of this human race. I'm quite happy to see the end of the chapter. I'm done. I can't even have a own relationship with my mum due to my Asperger's. I can't even fucking have a relationship with anyone, mate, to be honest. The only person I can actually have a relationship and a decent conversation with is my dog. As a matter of fact, he actually gives more of intel of a conversation back to me. Right, I know a program's a program. I know a film's a film. I don't have to indulge into it and know every little bit about it because it's pointless. It's a goddamn film. It will get changed at some point. Remastered. Like King Kong and be worse than it actually was at the beginning. Yeah, Jack Black, you fucked King Kong up for me. And to be honest, since you made that film, I don't even like you anymore. And I never liked you in Tenacious D anyway, so... It was stupid to me, mate. Mate, to be honest, every single song that he ever sang just sounded like absolute stupidity to me. The only one I actually liked was the greatest song in the world. That was it. Oh, and you don't always have to fuck her hard. That was it. They were the only songs I liked from them. The rest of them are shit. Don't even like them. But the whole band, and out of everything they created, I only got 2 songs I like. Now, A Good Charlotte was endless, mate. Hollywood Undead, I actually pretty much like every single song until they got rid of Deuce, and then when they got rid of Deuce, I listened into them, but nowhere near as good. Deuce were just better at writing songs. Sorry, Hollywood Undead, you just suck. So, you're either buying your songs or you're just really shit at writing them. I mean, like you even say, through one of your lyrics and all, like we're the ones that write these. And your mumble rappers, wow. Don't even get me start on mumble rappers, mate. Literally pushing stupidity, idiocy, the fact that you're supposed to buy Gucci fucking clothes. And we've got fucking YouTubers that really do not influence towards the better areas of life. That unfortunately, because of humanity's expansion, we are now forced to colonate other planets. Is anyone listening? No. No one's got the fucking intelligence. All you just want to hear is stupid noises. Oh yeah. There you go, stupid noise. Where's my 1 million subscribers? Yeah, like Apex, they could sort the game out, but they don't want him. I'll tell you why, mate, because you get your little 50 shitty seconds of a video that you click on. Alright, that creates revenue. Bear in mind you've got to watch 3-4 adverts to watch this goddamn revenue. Very cool. And also another thing that does my head in with YouTube, the fact that I'm actually forced to pay to get rid of adverts when I want to listen to my intelligent stuff and not fucking stupidity. If I wanted stupidity, I would watch Donny Bowes or whatever his name is. The fucking duck anyway. Alright. I'd watch him. And don't get me wrong, I do watch him. This is what I'm saying. But that's when I want level of stupidity. I will watch level of stupidity. When I want intelligence, I watch intelligence. The areas that I enjoy are towards space. I love space. Now I don't remember every goddamn name about everything because, well, this is too much and it's pointless. Right, I don't know the area of the planets and what side. This is pointless. I don't have no need. I'm at no area where I'll ever be navigating through that. There's no need for me to retain that information. Right, and that's what my brain does. It filters filters through bullshit. If my brain doesn't need it, it won't remember it. Right? I need to remember the way to walk to Tesco from my place because I might need nourishment, as we would say, food or water, whatever. Dull it down. Right? I might actually need that. You know. And also another thing that does me head in, I could have built a skate park as well, if I had the funding. Right? You know, you wonder why your kids are committing crimes for entertainment and selling drugs. One, I'll tell you why your kids are selling drugs, because you ain't providing no money for them. Right? That goddamn fucking thingy you get. Right? You spend all your child maintenance on drugs and alcohol. You scum rats. Right? That's what you are, mate. You're fucking scum rats, bro. Live off your kids' fucking benefits, mate, to provide your own fucking filthy habits. And which is why majority of you actually have kids. To be able to provide your goddamn filthy fucking habits. And the problem is I'm actually able to see that. I just don't comment on it now because I'm sick of people going, oh, you can't say that. Well, why? It's true. Because people get offended by the truth. Do you not know? You know, call a gay person gay. See how much he throws a fucking dicky fit. Call a straight person gay. See how much he brushes it off his shoulder. Oh, unless they're homophobic. And then you'll see a big fucking... Or they might have actual gay sexual tendencies themselves, but unsure on how to show them or develop. You know. And the same as I saw, you know, there's a man dressed in female's clothes. Well, I perfectly understand. Bet he could have shaved his beard and made more of an effort. Right, if you want to present yourself as a female, do that. It's within your right. I'd honestly probably tell the sexual partner that you're probably going to interact with that, you know, you're male. Right, because if I was to dress as a female, and even if I do or not, it's none of your interest or bother. Right. One, it doesn't concern anybody. It really doesn't. Number two, I would have to tell the woman that I am male. Because if she thinks I'm female, it's going to cause issues when it comes to intercourse. Especially if she pulls the strap on her. Like, oh, can you stick this on? I don't need that. They've already got one. So that's the only area I really think that should be. Right, that you should really identify what you are towards the potential sexual partner. Other than that, it really doesn't matter. I don't think you should get rid of your reproductive organs at all if you are a male that wants to dress as a female, well, become a female. I don't get why you want to become the opposite sex and remove the chance of ever having kids. It's just stupid. Right. But it doesn't matter. I mean, hell, I could even call up a YouTuber, but she ain't gonna give a crap. There's Samantha or some crap, I don't know. Right, and she was going on about some fucking book with a walrus and the stupid guy that made this, and yeah, you are stupid, I will agree. Like, because all you came back with is just idiocy that I saw in your argument. Right. I got every point that you actually said towards the actual area that you were on about. The fact is it really doesn't matter, right? You're making books for children that don't even understand this situation, and as you stated in your own video, they do not understand. Right? We shouldn't be trying to enforce things. What we should be doing is just learning acceptance. Right? I really don't think you should get rid of your reproductive organs. Don't get me wrong. As a child, I always looked at the female area and think, why have you got way more clothes than we have? Like, my mum wants me to pick from 3 t-shirts and 2 jeans. I haven't got much of a variety. So, like, the option was pointless to me. It really did not make any sense. Like, at all. And that's it. I've just done with people. I can't deal with the level of stupidity anymore. Just can't be arsed. And I'm sick and tired of being told that I need medical fucking drugs, right? And that feel that I need to smoke cannabis to be able to be accepted upon this goddamn fucking earth, because I'm not as retarded as everybody else. And these point of views have been with me all the way through my life. And once again, I have suffered with constant backlash from people. Same as my friend, I learnt the law. Did you actually learn the law, or did you learn acts and statutories? Because there's a difference between the law and difference from things that are enforced upon us. You know what I mean? Like, personally, no. You should not be allowed to change sex. You should be allowed to represent of being in the other sex, but you should not be allowed to change sex at all. That should have never ever been an option. It should have never been a thing. It should have never even been considered. You know what I mean? And for a start, this whole transvestite thing and cross-dressers, it's been around for years. Look at now. There are people back in the day that chopped their knob off because this son, like, concealed their love to one person. You know what I mean? It's been around for a long time. So is gayness, so is lesbian. The difference is you need to stop listening to the government and your social media that makes you want to hate these things. You know, the reason why you've got people like this stupid person that made his stupid walrus book is because those females that were males are getting more attention than his little pathetic ass. I will tell you that right now. That's why he made the walrus book, is because he was lacking attention and he needed attention. And the easiest way to create attention is to create hatred, because people lock on to hatred a lot more quicker than what they do to someone being kind and generous. Right? And due to the fact that he literally, and he also admits this, he actually did it to create hysterics and all that, alright? And he also created a book that has no meaning to a child whatsoever. Alright? Just to basically say that he is right. That's basically what he did. He just genuinely did it. And the fucking transvestite that actually tried commenting about it, just fucking stupid, absolutely stupidity that came back with it. Like, she just comes with big words like you're into that and this and that and da. Right? That's pretty much all she did. She sat there with her false nails and everything, believing that she was better than everybody else, him, shim, you know what I mean, than everybody else for no reason whatsoever. Right? The man has the right to speak his opinion on the situation. It's part of his freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Okay, he does have a right. And yes, I'm going to tell you now, with all you gay people and all you transvestites and everything out there, the reason why you're getting the hatred is because you're causing attention to yourselves. Right? I could tell you now, I could walk outside with a pair of heels on and a dress and most people wouldn't even comment. Right? The people that will comment will show me that they're insecure in their own body, right? I'm not a person that believes I should be dressing my clothes, but I do it every morning. I wake up and I have to dress my birthday suit to go outside. A clothing item has no division towards it. You know, if a woman picks a t-shirt up that is larger, she could wear that as a dress. But now if a bloke picks that up, he would wear it as a baggy t-shirt. Okay? All clothes are unisex. Heels was originally invented for males for the horse hoof, so that you could stick and you would have stability in that horse hoof, so that your foot didn't keep falling out. Robes was invented for males before dresses was made for females. I don't get your level of fucking stupidity. The fact is accept every person for their own individuality, alright? If a bloke wants to dress as a female, it doesn't matter. Right, it really doesn't. I watched girls dress up as blokes all the way up from a young age, and I still watch it now. And to be honest, oh, your transvestites look more like women than actual women nowadays, because they believe that they need a lip filler, they need this, they need that, and they need this, and they need that. I also find it a lot more easier to dress a female, because I know how I want a female to look. Alright? It's a lot more easier to dress a female than it is to dress myself, because I'm not gay. I don't find males attractive. You know what I mean? It's as easy as that. You'd have to find males sexually attractive to be gay, and if you don't, then that's it. That's literally it, mate. You're not gay. I'm sorry. And the fact that another level of stupidity I can't deal with. Oh, you look like a girl because you got long hair. Really? I got long hair. So if I drop my trousers, will that dick's down there, will I still look like a girl, or? I mean, Jesus Christ, how am I meant to deal with this level of fucking stupidity? But yeah, the guy with the walrus and the fucking transvestite that tried fighting back, I mean, you're both fucking stupid in your own minds. One, the transvestite has a right for freedom of whatever she wants, although I do believe that you should not swap. Right, I believe that you should just be a cross-dresser, you should just dress in female. I don't even know how to word it, to be honest, really. Right, if you want to be male dressed in female clothes, then go do that. But you should not change your fanny, and no, you should not have tits. The reason why is it would allow a bloke to identify that you are not actually female. That's the problem that they've got, right? I gotta admit, if I was to get a sexual partner that was a shim, right, and I was shagging this to try and have a child, and then turns out I can't have a child, and the reason being that she was a bloke, well, that's going to cause a huge problem in the relationship right there. One, they hold it a secret from me. And number two, this is a big secret and a life-altering thing. To find out that the woman that you fell in love with actually can't provide you a child because it had a penis would be a huge devastating thing. Right? Where is if you was open and honest out at the beginning and you was still wanted to continue with that relationship, when you wanted a child you could look for alternative. You know, it would be a bit weird and all that if you went, oh, where's your birth certificate, sweetheart? Why does it say male? You don't get that?
Sealed with a kiss.
We are better together, bro.
I'm not above a bit of unveil.
She's right here.
Take a note from a friend of mine. Next time, acquire better loot. Of course, an artist's signs their work.
Stay still for me, bro. Stay still for me, son.
What lies behind the veil?
So I can't see him, but we can interact with different
I'm not above a bit of swagger.
different things. Yeah, he's following me. He knows what I'm trying to do.
Listen to my heart. I'm not above a bit of swagger.
So I can't actually see him, but I know that he's here. That's weird. I know we can use my black market though. I'm guessing he knew what I was trying to do.
Backpack here. Level 4. Only the best for my friends.
Well, everybody'd love to see you in that position. Right, but there's a lot that humanity needs to do, right, and there's a lot that needs to be changed. I have told you all what needs to be done. Right, you have 3 things to do.
Shop's open for business.
Which is 1, you need to forget the hate. Alright. Stop hating things that really don't concern you. Alright. Number 1, Walrus dude. You had no reason to actually come out with that stupid book. You really didn't. You literally did it just to prove a point and try and tell me I'm wrong. Right? You did it to prove a point, and due to the fact of you trying to prove a point is what makes you wrong. Right? Now, like I said, we should never push upon children to change their sexuality. Right? They should be happy who they are. Chopping your penis off or doing whatever happens with your vagina. I don't know how the vagina one works. I know how the penis one works because, well, I mean, to be honest, mate, being a female seems so much more easier. As long as you're pretty, you can lay on your back and every bloke will give you everything you want. Alright. I went through a weirded area as a child due to the fact of everyone told me I looked like a female because I had long hair. After a while, I actually considered on becoming a female. Then I realised that I actually like standing up when I piss. So, you know, I really like my penis. I also have split personalities among areas that I don't really like to actually say on live and that because, well, I mean, it doesn't even really matter if I say I'm a cross-dresser or not because no one's listening. And nor does it impact or bother your life. Right? But in hindsight, that would be my decision. Nobody else's. But I wouldn't chop my penis off just because I dress as a female. Nor would I actually identify myself as a female, dressed as a female. I would still identify as a bloke, and I would still go into the male's toilet. Due to the fact is my sexuality is towards females, not males. Oh, he's trying to do the same.
How would he put this? I'll have to say no to an encore. Sealed with a kiss.
Trying to get him to come across here.
How would he? I don't want to kill you, but you're in my way.
I'm guessing this son is trying to do the same. Oh no, it's that guy. So I'm guessing they're trying to do the same as what I was trying to do. Or they're engaging each other. But that's the thing though, none of it really matters, right? And the walrus thing is stupid, to be honest. One, we shouldn't really be trying to teach our kids that changing sexuality is okay. Changing sexuality is not okay, okay? It doesn't matter if you identify yourself as a female or a male, right? You are what sex you was born, unfortunately. Keep it. Right. It's what makes you you. Right, literally. And the thing is, I know that most people are like, oh yeah, well if you're just female, you'd be scared to go outside. No, I wouldn't be scared to go outside. I just don't want to go outside. Because the difference is if you do go outside, you end up with 1,000,001 questions. Like, why are you doing it? I mean, yeah, because I fucking want to. Right, and that's the problem. And this is why people are changing sex. I get it. I get why they're doing it. They chop off their penis so that they can feel more accepted because now they've got a vagina. It makes perfect sense. You know, like, well, why are you dressed as a girl when you're not a girl? Well, I got a fanny now, so I am. I get it. I get the whole point of it. You know, no one says to a tom girl, do they? Like, right, or tomboy. Sorry, my bad. Technically, that's what a male should be called, and all, to be honest, just a tom girl. Right. But that's the thing. Now, as far as I've become to notice that all these transvestites and everything, you're going off like you're the black people that were enslaved. You're not enslaved at all. You're actually free to do as you ever please. Fact is your level of stupidity doesn't see that, you know. But like I said, I really don't think you should change sex. I think that's stupid. I think it's immoral. I also think the fact of you removing your reproductive organs is not really the wisest idea, because, you know, later on in life, if you do want kids, you've shot all that. That's the sight of the window, mate. Alright, and there's no reversing, there's no nothing. Yeah, well, there might be for a woman a reverse, depending on whether, well, actually I don't know, because it'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? It'd bleed through the penis. But that's the point, man. Right, just learn and be happy. And I love the fact that the idiocy, right, Like when I told people that people depress me, and they turn around and go, oh, it's because you need a girlfriend. Did you not just stop and listen to what I just said? People depress me, and you think I need a girlfriend. Right. Thanks for the extra depression. Right, if I wanted a girlfriend, I'm actually quite a decent person when I'm not on an Asperger's random rave. And I'm actually quite a funny person. It's not hard to lead a woman into bed. The fact is I don't want the rest that comes with it. And to be honest, I'm not a slave to my basic urges, man. That's the thing. Like most people I interact with, you are your slaves to your basic fucking urges, man. You really are. And I don't mean any offense to that. It's just the fact of it's fucking stupid. Like the fact that a man will give up everything just to get in a woman's fanny. You need to sort that issue out. And that is mainly the biggest issue. Like, people need to learn acceptance. People need to learn to stop fucking picking on people. I really don't believe you should change sex, but you know, if you got the money to waste, then who am I to stop you from your free will?
I bet we'll find something good here.
That's it.
Setting up shop.
I admit that detail over there looks really shit when you zoom in. I don't look too bad from like this distance. It looks really good, but then when you zoom in, you're like, oh wow, it's very 2D, isn't it? Like, look how 2D that is. I kind of feel like I'm playing on like Lara Croft. Right, just staring at that there, mate. The first Lara Croft and all, the first ever PS1. Right, mate, that's it. Right, the world's got to change, and it's got to do it quick. I've just done with stupidity. The fact that my mum knows that due to the fact of her not listening, she broke me down on a breakdown. I literally just went and smashed the shit out of myself through the fact of her not listening. Right? My mum hasn't rang me to check see if I'm okay or even gives a shit. And that's the thing. She believes that I just want her for money, when I really don't. I only really ask when I genuinely need stuff. So like I needed flea stuff for my dog, so I asked if I could re-borrow a tenner that I needed to pay back. Well, I still owe 70 quid. But I had to ask for the tenner back so that I could go and get some flea stuff, so I stopped getting bit inside my house. You know? Which was all down to the council. This is why I borrowed the money in the first place. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, Nottinghamshire City Council, mate. My name is Ben King. If you come to my property, you better prepare that I will fight for my land. If you want to invade my land, I will fight for my land, and I will do it to the death. So if you're not brave enough to actually deal with that, don't fucking come to my door. Alright, and the fact that you got people that will come and rob your property for money that you can't afford to pay. So that you've got to look to get more money to be able to pay to get those luxuries back that you previously had before it got confiscated. And like, you're going to pay that bill. Like, you're going to pay it. Like, literally. And Boris Johnson, you're a goddamn fucking nonce, mate. That's what you are, bro. Nobody wants you running Britain. Fuck off. Go drown yourself, or let me do it for you. How about that? Fucking idiot. But you really are an idiot and all, Boris. You absolutely are fucking 2 planks next to a piece of fire, mate. And you're that thick that it would take you millennium of years to actually start to catch fire, or charcoal, or kindle, or whatever. Right? Because there ain't nothing coming out of that brain, mate, other than steam. Right? Because you're just retarded, like, literally. And I actually stand and all, everybody in Britain that voted for Boris Johnson, you are a fucking idiot. An absolute idiot. And everybody that voted for Donald Trump, including you, Ryan Upchurch, I'm sorry, brother, but you're an idiot. Right? I like you, Ryan Upchurch, I really do. I don't mean it in a bad way. But honestly, why Donald Trump? A man that fucking got everything given to him by his dad to start his business. Man never worked for anything and had it all given to him. The thing is anybody with any amount of money, right, that he had, could make a business and not worry about losing profit because daddy can cover it. Yeah, you're an idiot. And like I said, I apologise to you, Ryan Upchurch. I do actually like you. But it doesn't mean I have to support the things you support. And Donald Trump as a president is not one of them. Because this motherfucker, he gets the chance to say the right thing, and he always says the wrong. And he's a racist bitch, you know. But don't worry, he shook a black guy's hand. He's not racist now.
Mama's got you now.
That's how it works, isn't it? Fucking guy that sold his own race out. But that's the thing and all. I'm trying to stop this all different races, like, oh, it's the black race and the white race and this race and that race. No, we're all human. The human race. And don't get me wrong, we do need to identify them for reasons that could be beyond my perceiving. So, one, if this black person has committed an actual crime, we would have to identify him as a black male, a black female, you know, and the same for a white person. We would have to identify them as a white male or white female. Yeah, and the same with the Asians. They would be categorized as a white Asian. I don't think I've ever seen a black Asian, to be honest. Oh, one thing I'd love to see in my lifetime: a black person with natural ginger hair. Think how unique they would be. I won't even try for that, but I was never hitting it anyway. So I'm guessing that's the zoom. Is that gone? No, it's still there. Why is it even there then? I thought that'd be the zoom in scope and disappear. You guys don't know what I'm on about, so... But that's the thing. And that's the thing with the world, man. Right, a lot needs to change and a lot needs to be done in a short space of time. Alright. There is nothing wrong with transvestites showing their way of life, the way that they are, okay? And procedures that are needed to be done. Although I do think we should choreograph to more than primary school kids, more like teenage years, where these kids can actually comprehend on what's going off. But I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Walrus guy, with your shitty little book, I actually get why they're teaching the infants and why they are teaching younger. Because if the younger generation can accept, obviously the adults are too thick to do it. Alright? So you get the younger generation to accept, for them to spill their views towards their parents, so that when you're kicking off at transvestite, that kid feels embarrassed and you get to feel that embarrassment too. That's the point of it, dickhead. There was no point of them trying to teach him like, yo, you should chop your penis off and become a female so the human race disappears. No, it's not what they was trying to teach. They was actually trying to teach acceptance. And unfortunately, the way for them to accept, unfortunately, is to know the procedures that come involved. So your stupid walrus book doesn't actually represent anything. I mean, hell, there's people that dress up in fucking animal costumes. Why don't you pick that? And that's Samantha. I mean, literally, other than trying to look pretty on a camera, she really had nothing. Nothing of a comeback. And which, once again, Mr. Walrus book actually identified all that as well. But once again, all your stupid Walrus book does is just create negativity. People will make their own minds up, right? If they want to get rid of the reproductive organs and don't want to be a parent, then fair dues. That's their choice, it's not yours. Someone wants to take their life because they've had enough of this shitty old world. It's their choice, not yours. But bearing in mind, once they're gone, they're gone. So if they warned you that they are planning to kill themselves, and you're sat there like, they ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you one person that knows I'm gonna kill myself, and he knows that it's happening as soon as my dog dies, and that's when he will be worried, and that's my mate Ginger. Because unfortunately he saved my life the last time I tried to do OD, and I told him to take my dog and to leave me here. Now, if I didn't go for a drip, I would have OD'd and I would have died. That was the intention, that was the plan. It was even more annoying when I had stupid doctors trying to tell me, like, oh, do you know what you could have done? Do you know this? Do you know that? You know this? And I was like, yeah, I know exactly what I did. I know exactly what I was trying to do. I know exactly what I failed to do because I'm still here. Dealing with this fucking stupid world that I physically can't deal with it. I really can't. I can't deal with without cannabis because I go through 100 million different things at once. I can't even focus on my game because of all these thoughts running through my head. So I can't even do my downtime because I'm too concerned about my kid's future. Even though I don't get to interact with my child, it doesn't mean I can't worry about him. And once again, that comes down to money, is why I can't interact with my child. Matter of fact, I actually listened to the grandmother of my child that said she'd unblock me on Facebook because she thought I would attack her like all her other ex-asses. Why would I do that? I mean, I've got nothing to lose. I could walk to Mel's house and I could stamp over her fucking head. Nothing to lose. I don't get to see my kid anyway. But what would that prove? What image would that leave on my son? Not a good one. Now most people will be like, oh, but killing yourself's not going to be a good one either. He'll not know no different. It will never impact him. All he'll know is his dad took his own life for reasons he doesn't know. It won't affect him. It really won't. Reasons why? It's because I know people. And I know the difference between someone claiming that they never knew their dad because they killed themselves and someone just seeking attention. The difference is I am actually clinically depressed. I also suffer with Asperger's. I suffer with sleep insomnia. I suffer with dyslexia. I suffer with overactive mind. I suffer with overactive metabolism, where the fact is now that I've had to come to a conclusion of starving myself is the way to get to sleep. Because I know that I've come off cannabis. But yet my British government doesn't want to legalise cannabis, one drug that can help me out with my whole entire life. Because he wants to sell me pharmaceutical drugs to take. I don't want pharmaceutical drugs. Not unless it's a lethal injection. And give me all you want. And that's the thing. Due to my depression, I literally segregate myself from my mates and everything now. Because I just can't deal with stupidity. And I literally tell my mates that I'm able to see what you do. Okay? I know when someone takes my words and implicates those into their own. I'm not fucking stupid, nor was I born yesterday. I was born at least 28 years ago, coming on to 9.
Don't drive out.
And due to this political system, my mum and dad didn't have the money, nor actually gave a fuck about me to put me through anything. Matter of fact, they didn't even want to spare 40 quid for their son to become a famous footballer. I went to skateboarding. Once again, they don't want to give me any money towards this funding. And as a child, where was I supposed to make money? I wasn't working for my parents. They wouldn't give me no money for the jobs that I was doing, so they could fuck. End of the day, their job was looking after me. They was getting paid for it. My mum wasn't, so I mean, why? She didn't look after me. Yeah. I asked my mum to borrow me £10 and then turn around. I knew you thinking that thing would be a bad thing for me. Well, do you know what, Mum? You can have your fucking money back and I'll never ask for help off you again. Simple as. Even like words that Vinjay said, mate. When I die, mate, just tell my mum I'm looking for happiness on the other side. And I am. I'm done with this. It's just misery, pain, hurt, suffering, and I really don't want to interact with any of the human race. Like, people want me to get a girlfriend to deal with stupidity. Like, sorry, but most of you women are thick as fuck nowadays. You really are. You're bothered about how you look and how you present yourself, and not how your actual soul is. Alright? Just because you look nice doesn't mean you're a nice person. Oh, where did all these come from? Alright. And just because someone looks like a scruff doesn't mean they're a scruff. And this is why the world needs to change into living quarters, and not what I've got and what everybody else has got. We need living quarters. So we need an area where males and females can shower separately. We need an area where they can go to toilet separately. And we need a living quarters so that we can have our own environment if need be, mainly towards people like me with disabilities of Asperger's and autism that sometimes need to segregate themselves from people to get themselves back into working order. Right, literally. So, like my mother, mate, she's going to receive her money back when I get paid, and then she'll never hear from me again. So I'm done with you. Sick and tired of the lack of effort with you. Sick and tired of no fucking even try, and every time I ring her, she's always got something better to be doing. So, if that's the case, mate, don't fucking cry at my funeral. Because obviously if you cared that much, you would have been around instead of leaving your son to suffer all the time. Even when I lost my first child, I had nobody to confide in, nobody to talk to, and I had to stay strong for my ex. Right? Nobody. Even still to this day. How the fuck do I physically even communicate and talk to people about that? Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to pay attention. Unfortunately, the only area of therapy I've got that prevents me from beating the crap out of myself is actually coming onto YouTube and ranting and raving and going on my little Asperger's dicky fit. Right? And telling you the problems with the world and how the world should be, and that we really need to walk together. You're a kid. I'm not a kid, I'm 29-year-old, you dumbass. Oh, I'm 28, sorry, nearly 29. Alright. So, I've never really had anywhere to talk about that. Well, luckily I decided to start doing YouTube and I vent and everything, which allows me to process things a little bit more better. And this is why I do it. And mainly because I can actually go back upon myself and I can see how I was. It's more like a documentary for me. Mainly because my reading and spelling is terrible. And to be honest, with that level of intelligence of you're a kid, you are a kid, you fucking thick shit. And with the world, we really need to be a lot more open. I literally love that that's the level of your intelligence, mate. You come onto a stream, you hear a couple of words, and then you put you're a kid. You fucking smart person, you, bro. No wonder why the world's so fucked up. Why intelligent people like you running it. Oh no, wait, you probably run nothing. Set your own fucking little insecurities. The difference is I'm here with my heart on my sleeve, mate, and I am open. Right? What are you still hiding behind, mate? That the fact that you feel like you need to insult people that are actually opening up. Come on, bro. Show little insecurities. Hey, how can I be a kid when I lost a kid at 19, you dumbass? Hey, I'd love to say I'd like you to go through that experience so you can feel it. But I genuinely wouldn't wish that upon anybody. It's one of the worst experiences to go through in life. Especially when it's your first child. Because, well, I didn't even know, to be honest. I pretty much went through an area of growing up and obviously getting the woman pregnant. And I was the typical first dad. I didn't want to become a dad. I wanted to go and enjoy my life and da-da-da. This child was a complication to me. As I just started to learn to accept that I was becoming a father, shit happened. Placenta abruption. My son died. Right? But I had no one to talk to through that. I had no one to even consider talk to. Because nobody wants to listen. This is why I go on YouTube and I talk to nobody that's listening. Right? It's the fact that I don't even pay attention to my chat anymore because no one's ever in my chat. I'm a kid. Mate, I am the fucking alpha male, mate. I'm the alpha intelligence compared to your fucking dumbass race. I get what the world should be. Not people fighting over resources and money and stealing from one another because they don't have the funding to be able to provide for themselves. And that we live in a world with lack of stability. And I'm a child. I'm a child. Could I perceive that sort of level of thinking with being a child? No, you dumbass. Honestly. And the fact that you can't even come back with anything, that you know that you are stupid. Right, but I had no one to talk to about this, so I come on YouTube and I vent. Alright? The world doesn't work upon anything, it works upon greed and suffering. The fact that you can take your animal to a vet and they will turn around and go, that's about 100 quid. I haven't got 100 quid. We've got the medicine and the treatment and everything, but without that 100 quid, I'm afraid we can't do anything. What? You got the medical treatment and the drugs and everything, but without the money, you're unable. So my dog's just got to live in suffering. Yeah. I mean, if you get the £100, we'll be able to do something. But you've just said you got the medical supplies and everything to do it. Yeah, I know, but you see, the problem is the money. You see, it's like cancer research, you know. If we put an excuse in front of something, it's all good. Oh, right, so the reason why we haven't found cancer is because of the lack of funding, but also when you actually look at the bottom of the paper, when it says please donate £5 towards cancer research, and then the actual money that goes towards cancer research is 0.00001p. Yeah, so that would take £10,000 of donations before you equivalent 1 penny to your research. Where does the rest of the money go? See what I mean? You don't get it, do you? Stupidity. Right, and the level of stupidity I get is you're a kid. That's it. I am giving you political views on area of life that needs to be changed. You've got Elon Musk expending all his bread on this humanity race to save us. This is your government's job. Who you elected to save and protect you, not divide and segregate. Right? Let me actually do this. Alexa, what does government mean?
Government is usually defined as the political direction and control exercised over the actions of the members, citizens, or inhabitants of communities, societies, and states, direction of the affairs of a state, community, etc. Political administration. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for government.
There you go. That's what your government means. It actually says it in the dictionary. Right. And Alexa, what does control mean?
As a verb, control is usually defined as to exercise restraint or direction over, dominate, command. As a noun, control is usually defined as the act or power of controlling, regulation, domination or command. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for control.
No, I don't need more. I just thought I'd let everybody else know that it came straight from you instead of from my mouth, because I'm just a kid, aren't I? See? Everything's so easy to your hand. But yeah, people are so stupid. Like literally. I am not able to read, right? I suffer with dyslexia. I also suffer with Asperger's, so technically you are right. I am a kid, I remain as a child mind. I don't really take that to an offence, because it means that my brain, it remains as a sponge, and it means I'm able to constantly pull in information, whereas you stupid people that are normal and not got some sort of Asperger's or autism, right? Your brain is not a sponge. Once you hit a certain level, you will never ever be more intelligent than that area, because you're unable to absorb and retain information, where I constantly will always be able to adapt and change my views. Matter in fact, I actually do it every 7 years. So my political views from when I was 21 are absolutely loads different from the age of 28. So I imagine when I am 35, my views and my standings would change again. As they do. I'm able to perceive this and to know this, and I acknowledge this. Alright, and where's the rest of you stupid comments? They're gone. See, literally come in and says that I'm a kid, and he didn't even ask why. That's the level of intelligence. Now, I would perceive an intelligent person, if I was to see we live in a stupid world, I would ask why. What is your perspective of the world and why you perceive it that way? Now I can answer on my own behalf, and I've done it for the past God knows how long. But the fact is, you're an idiot. You're calling me a kid and you're an idiot. Like, that literally just goes to show how much of a stupid world we live in. And I have got to be surrounded by you constant idiots over and over and over again. Like, I built my mind to go to war. I wanted to be in the army. I wanted to either put some fucker in the grave before that cunt to put me in the grave. Okay? Everything about me was trained for the army. I wanted an athletic figure because I thought my athletic figure would prevail a lot more better off in the army. When I actually went to the army, my athletic figure actually wasn't. I needed to be a bit more weight. So I tried to put more weight on. I ate protein, well, I didn't eat the protein shakes, but I drank them. Right, I just shat more. Literally for about 6 months. I even went to the doctors to get protein shakes from them. And once again, I just shat more. I didn't put any weight on. Still eating my dinners as well. Alright. And due to that factor, that is the thing. You know. We live in a stupid world that's more bothered about, look how good that was. It was shit. That's how good that was. Alright, a little better. Alright. So that's the issue. I love how he actually believes that his comment is amazing. Alright. Jesus Christ. It's fucking ashamed of you all, mate. That's the thing. Jesus Christ died for all your sins, and yet you all still commit the same fucking sins anyway. So this man died in vain. You know, everybody in World War II died for your human rights and your rights. They died in vain. They literally did. Do you want me to tell you why? Because where are your human rights? Hey, you're getting restricted, aren't they? Wonder why. They died in vain. Now don't get me wrong. I actually believe Hitler should have won. Although, he needed to sort his racism problem out. Like, majorly bad. There's nothing wrong with the blacks and there's nothing wrong with the Jews. They're human. So, I never really got the point in that. Personally, if I was to do what Hitler did, I wouldn't be gassing the Jews, I wouldn't be doing anything like that. I would give them a bit of land, I would tell them that they need to cultivate that for their own food, and that they need to look after it, and they would be trapped in prison. As soon as they started to convert and realise that we wasn't there to actually hurt them or kill them or anything, I would involve them into my own army, replenishing my troops, instead of just wasting. That's where Hitler went wrong. His own fucking stupidity. And the fact that Britain's smarter. Which once again makes really no sense why Britain and Germany ever went to war in the first place, because there's this conflict of interest, say that our queen is German. Yeah, it's the bloodline. So, I mean, personally that was just conflict of interest. I'll tell you why we actually did do it, to see what devastation we could actually cause. And you gotta believe, like, I'm British, so I'm only ever going to be told that Hitler was racist, Hitler was this, Hitler was that, and blah blah blah. Now don't get me wrong, he probably was, but I wasn't around to know that. I only knew what I was taught. Now Hitler's vision was right. One ruler for the world, one rules all. Yeah? But when a Britain took over a third of the world, we got called Great Britain. We didn't get called Holocaust. We got great in front of our hand. And, you know, personally, mate, with this, alright, he just vanished in a matter of seconds anyway. Like, you gotta admit, Jay, like, if you come in and you shitty little comment and then just vanish, you know. Like, what are you doing for the world so good? Nothing. Nothing. You are literally a kid yourself, aren't you? You're literally a kid recording off your phone on your laptop. In your bedroom. You couldn't even perceive or even know what I'm actually on about. Because you still got mummy and daddy wiping your ass for you, Jay. You understand that, Jay? Yeah, Jay? 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 Or did you just realise that you actually did wrong and your parents heard you and they bollocked you and they're telling you off right now? That the fact that you really don't understand, kid. You not realise that I can literally just click on your comment and go to your channel? I can also do a lot more things. I can tell you that now. As your video with your hacker and everything. Alright, literally, you'll be surprised how much I can fucking hack. Alright, numbers are very easy to me. English language is a lot harder. Now, I ain't gonna tell you how to do it. Because it's incriminating evidence against me. So, you just need to know that I can, and that's about it. The reason why I don't do it is because it's invasion of your personal. Like, if someone was to pick my phone up and to go through it, if you was a friend, you ain't no more. That's my personal information. Right? You've got no right to be invading or intruding my personal information whatsoever. Unless you was given permission. That's the main reason why no one gets my phone though. Because I don't trust people. You're too goddamn nosy, and then when you find out stuff, you don't like it, and you hold a grudge against people. And then you get a stupid kid that comes in and says that you're a kid. Like, literally. And the problem is I can tell nobody actually cares, other than the one child that come in just to basically say, "You're a kid." Now, I could be a dickhead and go onto his channel and put, no, you're the kid. Literally, you're the kid. Like, because he is a kid. But what's the point? I could also find out where he lives in a matter of seconds, just due to the fact of, you know, I've already got the information that I need. And to be honest, everybody's on Facebook. You could literally type in Ben King, and, you know, you'd more than likely be able to find me. Right, but I'm not bothered. That's why I've got Facebook. Doesn't mean I have to pay attention to Facebook, but I have Facebook. And it's a social media platform that, I mean, to be honest, out of all the friends I've got, I've probably got about 2 on there that are actually friends. Oh, let's just go and kill people instead. Alright. All I'm saying is we've pretty much just got to work for better. Like, the greater good of humanity, man. Instead of this goddamn stupidity we live in. Like, I've explained everything as basic as I can, and I've explained this to lower and lower fucking life forms than myself, right? And they still don't seem to understand it, no matter any other way that I choreograph this. Actually, why am I even bothering? Fuck you.